Happy Friday, Bears.
Coming up in the show, we learn about winter dance plans, swim senior night, and nearby places to go ice skating.
Lunar New Year began Sunday, welcoming in the New Year of the Rabbit. This major celebration in Asian cultures that traditionally lasts for 15 days was eclipsed in the United States on Sunday after a deadly attack at the Lunar New Year celebration in California.
President Biden called for a ban on assault rifles during the first ever Lunar New Year reception at the White House yesterday.
An email was sent to Upper Arlington High School student households stating that the annual winter dance scheduled for tomorrow is canceled due to the limited ticket sales.
Approximately 70 tickets were sold in advance for the dance, which isn't enough to cover the cost for the evening.
The class of 2025 is working on planning another event in hopes that there is more interest from students and better fits everyone's schedules.
To find out what some students have planned on tomorrow's dance, visit the WARL Instagram at WARL_TV to see Lily Webb's report.
Students eligible for National Honor Society must have a GPA of 3.75 or higher. All students meeting this criteria must complete the application form sent out by Friday.
There is a best practice session after school next Tuesday for students who meet criteria to become a member of the National Honor Society. If you have any questions, contact Ms. Boheim at cboheim@uaschools.org.
Marin got to know senior Bella D'Onofrio and her experience with riding horses.
My mom started riding horses when she was a kid, and then I would ride her older horse when I was younger, and then ever since then I've just fell in love with horses, and we ended up getting a horse when I was 8, and then I've just rode horses ever since. I have 3 horses. I have Bob, Cam, and Val. I've had Val for 6 years now. I've had Bob for about 3, and I just got Cam last year. I love them all, and I compete with them all in different events. So it's really fun, like, having 3 horses, and I share them with my mom, so that's also really fun, like, being able to share this sport with my mom. There's multiple events, so, like, when you go to a horse show, there's, like, I'll compete in, like, 8 different events, and each event is different. So, like, there's a couple events, like horsemanship, equitation, you get a pattern, and then you learn that pattern with your horse, and then you compete with that pattern, and then you get judged based off how you, like, perform the pattern, and then whoever, like, does the best pattern wins the class. For being second in the nation, that means just over the year, like, I've, like, accumulated points for how many people I've beaten, and then through the nation, everyone in the nation's, like, eligible for this, and whoever has the most points wins. So I was second this year. And then for the Reserve World Show, which is the biggest show, like, in the world, it's held in Oklahoma City, and it's a really fun show. It's, like, over, like, a week and a half, and that was really cool being reserve in that. And then at the Congress, which is, like, one of my favorite shows, is held here in Columbus. And I was very excited to win that show just because, like, we love it there and it's super fun environment.
This has been Marin Stom reporting for the WARL.
Bella is committed to Oklahoma State University and will be a part of their equestrian team next year. Winter signing day is next Wednesday morning at 7 a.m. in the competition gym. 9 student athletes will sign to continue their athletic careers in college.
Congrats to all Bears that are signing. We can't wait to see what you accomplish.
And now let's toss it to Taryn and Elena with sports.
What's up, Bears? Welcome to sports.
UA Wrestling took on Olentangy last night at home for Alumni Night, as well as the UA Youth Wrestling Organization Matt Cubs Night. The Bears juiced orange with a score of 42-21.
The Ice Hockey Bears lost to the number 2 team in the state on Friday, giving up 3 goals during a 5-minute major penalty at the beginning of the game. The game settled out with a final score of 6-2.
Ice Bears had a 4-3 comeback win against Dublin Jerome on Saturday with goals by Max Bloomfield, Matthew Wilder, Charlie Linzel, and Zach Teague. UA Ice Hockey is currently ranked number 9 in the state. This weekend, the team takes on St. Charles, where the Bears have won both previous matchups.
Boys and girls basketball opened up the second round of OCC play on Friday with home games against Hilliard-Bradley. The girls improved their record to 15-3 with a 42-34 win. The Lady Bears hope to continue their 4-game winning streak tonight against Liberty at home.
A win tonight will put the girls tied with Liberty for second in the conference. The boys fell to Bradley 30-44 on Friday, but picked up a big win on Saturday against Marysville. The Bears pulled ahead by 13 at halftime and hung on to their lead to bring them to a 53-51 win.
Swim and dive had their senior night last Saturday against Olentangy with a score of 210-94. Alexa takes a look.
The girls' swim team recognized 5 seniors, the boys' swim team recognized 8 seniors, and the dive team recognized 1 senior on senior night. They played Olentangy with the first event of the meet, a 100-meter relay. The Bears won 160-72. I talked to a few swimmers to learn more about this meet and their season.
It's been pretty good so far. We've got a really strong group of guys. We've got a lot of depth. We're pretty good at winning like the second and third events.
Yeah, it went super well. It was super fun having a senior relay, and it was just a really fun night for some fast swims and no pressure.
It went really well. I think everyone had a really good time. We were cheering a lot, and it was super fun overall, and yeah.
It's awesome this year. I think it's definitely a year where we focus more on fun and hard work too. But yeah, it's just been a really great season, and we're excited for championships.
Yeah, this has definitely been a really fun season with a lot of fun girls, and I think our senior class is having a lot of fun, and yeah.
Go Bears!
This has been Alexa Larry reporting for the WARL.
Swim's championship season starts tomorrow with the OCC meet at Kenyon College.
The UA gymnastics team traveled to Olentangy Orange on Saturday, facing teams of Dublin Scioto, Jerome, Kaufman, and Olentangy Orange, Berlin, and Liberty. Amelia Pearson placed on bars, vault, and beam, and Elena Schneider placed on vault. The team will honor their 5 seniors on Tuesday at 6:30 in the Fieldhouse for a rematch against Liberty.
And now to Live on Location with Eric.
Good morning, Bears. What's up? How are you today? I'm here with Marissa DeLuca and Luca Diapizzi McWilliams. And how are you guys doing today?
We're doing good. How are you?
Good. How are you?
And what club are you guys a part of?
We're part of the STAND project.
The STAND project, yeah.
And what does the STAND project stand for?
This STAND project is all about spreading awareness about drugs and alcohol and how we want to prevent that as much as possible in the high school.
Yeah, and we spread awareness by doing like little like projects and like events to like get students engaged.
I heard you guys did Kona Ice last year, as well as you handed out ice cream sandwiches. Are you planning to do anything else like that in the future?
We are hoping to. We are trying to figure that out, kind of like with our club, and trying to work through some of our issues. We're working on that, so yes.
Yeah, we have spring events coming on soon. They're still in the works, so we don't know any of them as of right now. But
we were also going to do one to formal today, or yet tomorrow, but obviously it's not going to happen.
Anything else you guys would like to say, or how can you join the club, or where do you guys meet?
So we meet on the second floor mezzanine, which if you walk up the stairs, you're literally right there. We meet almost every other Thursday during office hours. If you would like to join, you can get a hold of Officer Luke. Just let him know you guys want to join, and we can get you guys set up.
All right, thank you. And now to community with Lily and Catherine.
What's up, Bears, and welcome to Community.
The Upper Arlington Municipal Service Center is hosting a blood drive tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. For more information and to schedule an appointment, go to www.redcrossblood.org.
The City of Upper Arlington started a podcast last year in January. It's called Won't You Be Our Neighbor, and it airs every other week. It is available for listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and Google Podcasts. Our podcast, Kickin' It Loud, has episodes coming out monthly. Make sure to tune in on Spotify.
Ice skating has been a fun and popular activity. Izzy takes a look at where local ice skates are and what they have there.
Ice skating is a fun activity to do in the wintertime. I went to the ice house to take a look. Walking in, you wait in line to check in and pick out your ice skate rentals if needed. There is a big rink where everyone is skating at, and they have fun music and equipment to help you skate. On top of the second floor, there is seating for people to watch their family members skate. Open skate is available at Dublin Chiller, Chiller at Easton, and Chiller North. Prices are $10 for 6 and up, and 5 and under, it's $4. They have Upper Arlington trophies hung up and a snack bar out front. This is Izzy Del Tosto reporting for the WARL.
Thanks, Izzy.
Peeps are a popular spring candy typically associated with Easter. This year, they've announced 3 new marshmallow treats.
These new flavors include Dr. Pepper, Kettle Corn, and new Mike and Ike's Peep Pops in lemon, lime, orange, and strawberry flavors. The Mike and Ike Pops are available in stores now, however, the other flavors listed aren't.
And now to live interview with Cindy and Miss Brown.
Scotland exchange program started in the late 90s and has happened every year until the pandemic hit in 2020. The student exchange program started because St. Andrews, Scotland is Upper Arlington's sister city. Miss Kim Brown joins us this morning. You are one of the trip leaders. Please talk to us about the history between Upper Arlington and St. Andrews, Scotland.
Well, this program started, like you said, more than 20 years ago. Guys, it's a great trip. It really started partly with that partnership with Jack Nicklaus, UA grad. And if you've never been to St. Andrews, it really is like the birthplace of golf. You can go out on the old course. I myself have been there. On the putting green, I can't say I've done well, but I've been there.
Awesome. And why is this trip worth participating in?
It's an awesome trip. I've been on all kinds of school trips. I've gone on orchestra, choir, band. They've all been great. I know we have a lot of EF tours. Those are great too. What's really cool about this is that it's a cultural exchange. So we pair you up with fellow Scottish students. They come and stay over here in the fall, and they stay with your family for 10 days. Then we go back in the spring, and you stay with them. So you get to see really cool things, but because you're in their house and you're going to school with them, you get a real sense of what their life's like and how they live.
Awesome. Thank you. So if you guys are interested in learning more about this, there are meetings that you can go to that interested students can learn about cultural exchange trip next Tuesday and Thursday. There is an evening session on Tuesday, January 31st in the first floor North Commons, and an office hour session on Thursday, February 2nd in room 2106. Student and families with questions about the trip can contact Miss Brown at kbrown@uaschools.org or Mr. Brian Chandler at bchandler@uaschools.org. Now I'll toss it to Maine.
Key Club is hosting a book drive and there's donation bins at the north and south doors of the school and also in room 2306.
All books from children to adult literature are accepted, with all donations going to Volunteers of America. You can earn up to 3 hours of service by donating books. The drive ends in a couple weeks.
Today during lunches 4A and 4B, join students Avery Pine and Riddhi Gupta to learn ways to help breathe and meditate.
You'll learn some fun and practical tools to help de-stress and increase productivity.
Game Club meets next Monday in room 3104.
Come enjoy online card and board games for 30 minutes after school.
If you need the book A Tale of Two Cities for your English class, it is now being sold in Bear Essentials during the school day.
Have you ever wanted to see how Kickin' It is produced? Natalie takes a look at behind the scenes of Kickin' It Live.
Many students and staff tune into Kickin' It every week, but not everyone knows what goes on behind the scenes. On Monday, we usually begin class by watching last week's show. We reflect on mistakes and things that went well, which allows us to begin to brainstorm the next show. On Tuesday, we take time to look at the news of the day and learn what new things are going on in the world and community, and talk with the class about what we found. On Wednesday, we talk about video packages we have made to air on the show and strategize ideas for upcoming weeks. Thursday, we begin to start working on the script. We write in all caps so we are able to read off of the teleprompter during the show. Friday is show day. We work to put the final touches on the script and set up behind the scenes. The students on camera head to their positions and read over their script for practice. In addition to the on-camera rules, there are many behind-the-scenes rules, like running the teleprompter, controlling audio, working the TriCaster, camera, and floor manager. If you're interested in taking this class next year, reach out to Mrs. Fountain or sign up during class registration. This has been Natalie Potts reporting for the WARL.
Thanks, Natalie. Tune in next week for a special airborne package with George Bernard and hear from Jones Middle Schoolers.
Have a great weekend, Bears.
Have a good Friday.
Yeah.